Hello and welcome back to CBR MTG. Here we are with the first round of the top 8 of the National Australian Highlander Championships. I'm joined here with Jacob Dunn.
Hey.
And we're watching Dylan Kakawa on BR Aggro and Dylan Brown on 4-color Yidris. This is a matchup of a very aggressive deck playing a lot of burn spells and a lot of cheap black creatures versus a classic value deck.
Leovold, Lily, Brainstorm, Rise, Fall, 3 lands that I didn't catch. Tropical, Underground.
The lands to custom, I assume, because I think we're seeing a keep here from Brown. Kakawa has evaluated his 7 spell hand was not good enough to keep, and is settling instead for a 6.
Nah, he'll rip it off the top every time.
I believe Kakawa is the higher seed here, so he'll get to play.
Yeah. Double ID from both of them. Come down to resistance, a single percentage point between the two of them.
It's pretty good. This is going to be a match of single percentage points here, as we see Dylan starting things off with Carnophage, one of the deck's many 1 cost and cost 2 power creatures.
Leading with the Underground Sea, leaving up the Brainstorm. Instead of the fetch land, it's an interesting choice. There's Wasteland in the deck, and I think he knows the meta well enough.
Yeah, maybe he just is concerned about
him and like various other discard spells. That makes sense.
A discard spell coming from Dylan.
Yeah.
It seems Dylan is this hand is a little bit flooded, so if he draws 1 or 2 extra lands, he could be in a bad way.
But all on the same end, if he draws the higher end of his deck, it'll be good for him. With the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat coming out in the late game.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Yidris deck can handle 4-1 haste out of the blue. It's got a number of removal spells, but it's the number of creatures that'll be on the table.
Hiding that fetch, punishing Brown here with Harsh Mentor coming out.
He's looking at fetching for the Bayou to play a hymn that he's just drawn off the top.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Taking 3 against the burn deck.
Yeah.
Watching out, he's going to get the Bayou here.
I think we're just having a life total discrepancy there.
Yeah. He's going to get the Bayou here, and the problem with this is that Pop's just this ultimate threat that sits in the deck constantly that you've got to be constantly aware of.
Yeah, now Pop refers to Price of Progress, a 1 in a red instant that deals 2 damage to each player for the number of non-basics they control. And taking a Lightning Strike and a land.
The land's not too big a hit, the Lightning Strike.
Yeah, the lightning Strike. It was kind of like a Jared's Verdict almost.
Well,
I think we have a Sulphurous Springs and a Lightning Bolt in hand for Kakawa.
Yes, that looks like it. And the other hand being absolutely stacked as the Yidris deck pretty much constantly is. That's the goal, to have 7 gas cards in hand and as much board presence as you can forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Amen.
I wonder what Dylan is thinking about here. Maybe like trying to pretend like he has something other than a land and a bolt. I don't know.
Trying to work out whether to bolt straight to the face. What's that that's at the table? Is that a Leovold?
Leovold, yeah. I think we're going to see a bolt here.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah. We can't really have drawing cards. And just the 3/3 body is stops his entire aggro force.
Badlands, and this will lead to a very nice sort of turn 5 rise, fall, bouncer guy, get back Leovold.
Man, that's a lot of damage though. Dylan is almost dead.
Down to 4?
Yeah, I don't think bouncing, you're going to be able to bounce anything, really.
Yeah, no, not anymore at this stage.
Yeah.
This is a hard point to stabilise from.
Brainstorm's going to go, Goyf and lands aren't really going to get you
there. Was that a fetch land, was it?
No, just a Goyf and I saw a forest and a duel, I think. Yeah.
Definitely not looking forward to Price of Progress.
Well, look.
There we go, 2 guys.
What? 2 guys? Yeah, that does an okay job of putting him to 2.
Quite large at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant there. I mean, Dylan's definitely just hoping to rip a bounce spell here.
Yeah. Reckless Abandon, 4 damage to the face.
Yeah. Any burn spell, because he's currently getting 3 for 2.
I reckon we've seen peeled a land there based on the tank.
So think about whether or not it's just worth trading the elf for the Spike Jester and the Goyf for the Harsh Mentor, and
being just left with a Carnophage.
Yeah,
against the Goyf.
It does put Dylan to 2, which is lethal for basically every spell and every
large
creature.
draw on the deck.
Yeah, he really needs to draw a burn spell here.
It also puts 2 more cards in the graveyard, which puts him 1 short of the Barbarian Ring. There's just so many live draws with that attack.
Yeah, I think this is one of the combat steps in the deck that you got to be brave on. Not a lot of players are going to be able to just like throw away 2 guys just to get in 2 points and leave yourself basically almost dead.
I think this is also just a huge clincher turn for this game.
Yeah.
Not knowing what happened, I didn't actually watch this live, so I'm just taking a guess.
Yeah, I was busy playing my own top 8 match.
Humble brags.
Yeah.
Add that in. Yeah, tanking.
So I think what he's thinking about here is do I want to put myself dead to just losing a couple draw steps?
He's got we're seeing a spell. Oh, it's another guy, right? Clearly not one with haste. Stormkirk. Okay.
No, I think I would have crashed in there. I think I would have just
2.
crashed in there. You got 2 guys still coming in next turn if you
take
want.
him to 1 on the following turn. All right. Oh, okay. Well, this is going a lot worse. Yeah, I think having crashed in there. Yeah,
it's still like about the same, really.
2, you would have had no dudes on the field. At this stage, had you been playing it, I'm not sure that it would have been better having the 2 extra points.
Well, your opponent's on 2 now, right? So
yeah.
This Lavamancer
is lethal.
Is lethal, yeah.
Yep. Well, let's see how the deck pans out.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, turn 5, rise and fall, back to the Leovold. Are we playing Leovold?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Crashing in there if you're super game, I don't think this would be a good idea.
Nah. You lose to a lot of different spells there.
Yeah.
The old bounce plus with Lily is pretty harsh.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's so much harder to win here when your opponent's on 4.
Yeah.
Oh, and the brutality.
Brutality.
Going to 6. Yeah, that's very, very
this
bad.
Is game.
Yeah. Kill your guy and drain.
Yeah, might as well. No? Rolling
all he needs is Price of Progress.
Yeah, Price of Progress off the top. Gerolf's Messenger probably delays it enough.
Nah, he just dies to the combat steps. I think...
appealing at this turn would be relevant, but that's about it. Yeah, there we go. Game. He realizes that he's dead on board.
Just too many lands drawn.
That's one of the 6 and then an extra land.
That's one of the
So sideboarding here. He's bringing in, what's that? Blightning for Yidris. I think we've got Blightning Deed. Yahini? Having a read of Submerge.
Look,
So Dylan asked me before the event to... You're talking with Blightning. He asked me to add more lands into the deck, which I ended up declining and telling him that he just needed to draw better. His few sample hands were not the best.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Dylan definitely is bringing in Deathmark. Most of the big creatures in the deck.
So he should. I would be bringing in the Blood Moon.
Yeah, for sure.
In particular,
and probably the Magus.
Yeah, knowing that Dylan's inexperience with this deck would help, which I think he does. All right, so Bob and Painful Druid's coming out. Excellent choices.
Fair, yeah. Both cards are associated with a lot of life loss. Dylan looks like he's bringing 4 different cards at this point. Do you think he's bringing the Vortex? I think so.
I think the Vortex would be good. I also think there we go, the Obliterator. Yes.
No, he's not bringing.
Oh, he's not bringing in.
No.
Okay, no, wait. So it's just 3 cards in the end, is that?
4 cards. So I saw Vortex. I assume the 2 moon pieces and the Deathmark. Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad the Obliterator's not coming in. I think that would be.
It just dies, right?
Well, the thing is, it's very hard to deal with. Because you don't have white in the Yidris deck. It's 4 color, not white. So all of your removal is mostly burn. You've got a Abrupt Decay which doesn't hit it. So you're left with Maelstrom Pulse, Liliana.
And Dreadbore.
Yeah, and Dreadbore. You can Rise, Fall, Bounce it. If you're very lucky, you got it with the Thoughtseize. Thoughtseizes should be probably be coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, setting yourself 1 point of damage is not.
Well, look, 1 point of damage is still a point of damage, right? So, yeah,
it's not what I want. I don't want a card that says 1 black gain a life.
And your opponent discards a card. Like it's not unreasonable. It's not ideal though. I would probably bought out the old Thoughtseize, for sure.
I think we only saw the 2 cards come in. The Pernicious Deed and the Heenies.
Yeah, I think so. There's nothing else here, right?
No, there's nothing else really that I want.
Like, I think that it's just going to be about Dylan drawing slightly less lands. That's why personally, I tend to stray away from this kind of strategy because, like, you're playing with the top 20, 25 cards of your library.
It's more about whether or not your opponent can answer the top 20 cards of your deck than any sort of... You can't play better beyond a certain point. There's a limit.
Yeah.
Well, that's very similar. I mean, the Cascade deck just sees more cards. It's a similar style. I guess there's an order to playing things.
All right, we see another pretty flooded hand from Dylan Kakawa here with the Spike Jester, a bunch of lands and a Lightning Bolt. Doesn't seem like a keeper to me. So many lands. Oh, there's a Price of Progress, actually. Yeah, that's probably Snapkeeper. I think the price is just good enough.
All right. Dylan's kept a hand with Bayou Underground Sea. This is a very similar hand to... Yeah, there we go.
Why Bolt there?
Why Bolt? Because he doesn't want him to stabilize quickly. A turn 2 Planeswalker can be very bad for Dylan with no turn 1 play.
Sure.
Dak all day was bearing people under card advantage. If they were going to point...
Well, it's card selection, right? Not card advantage.
Yeah, sure. The card selection. It's if they're going to point another card in a blue-red deck, Dak would be my choice. That card just impressed me.
It is very good. It seems to excel in Highlander. It was much better when the Abzan kind of decks had more equipment running around.
Yeah.
But it's strangely powerful in this format. Unfortunately, having to Searing Spear here to get the Spike Jester
we're down
in
6
is
points
tough,
of damage to kill guys.
Yeah.
It's a bit concerning. The problem here is that he can't keep him off lands with that land-light hand. There's no Wasteland there? Is that another Collective Brutality?
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah. Oh, man, all 3 modes.
Yep, there we go.
Fair enough. Dylan's going to take a
Price of Progress.
A bunch of damage here to Price, yeah. Because this Wood of Foothills can't actually get anything besides Blood Crypt.
Right, so it's 4 damage apiece.
The red fetches in the deck has two targets, Badlands and Blood Crypt, and once they're gone, you're done.
Instant speed, Flame Rift here, and the Collective Brutality is gaining 2 life. This is just worse off.
Yeah, it's
and playing the land post Collective Brutality. Strong plays by Dylan.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a strong match for Dylan all around.
All right, five mana sources here from Kakawa. This is what I talked about at the start of the match. Like he's just drawn a bunch of lands, and like there's nothing you can do to mitigate that. You can't really like.
There's not a lot of life gain in the Yidris deck, so I wouldn't have thought this was a good matchup for Yidris in general. I think it's a Grim Flare that's just hit the table.
Yep.
Yep.
It's going to be Edicted plus a point of damage. That's not too bad. That's a reason to bolt the mana dorks, I guess. So you're already
getting
that's
punished.
Pretty good.
Getting punished
For not fetching a basic there.
There we go. All right, this might be
we might see
straight off the top.
Kakawa
a very slow
crawl back here. Yeah.
Yes. So life totals have just been updated.
Yep. 13 plays 8 here.
Went from 12 to 8, I think that was.
Yeah.
All right, yep, here we go. 4, and that'll be game. Unless he's got a Bloodbraid Elf in hand, unless he rips a Forest and some very good draws now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing Magus the Moon coming down, just like stifling all of Dylan's mana. And just flipping up lightning there just for the Robins.
I think just to show that his opponent that the deck is in fact marked. And
yeah, for sure. Putting out the Potence from Dylan, that's
an interesting call given the Potence is so potent.
Yeah, look, I think just a concession to the fact that like when Brown does attack, he attacks for a lot. I think we saw an Trickery shoved in there as a concession to seeing more mana dorks, and like seeing that he won the game because of the Moon plan, having Electrickery in the deck to take out.
Ashiok going out for Seal of Primordium coming in because he's scared of the Blood Moon.
Fair enough, yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
I mean, he lost that game straight up to Moon, right? So
yeah. There's a Chaos Warp in the sideboard that I would think would be more useful.
Yeah, maybe there's quite a few instants and sorceries in the black red aggro deck. So and like even the permanents like turning.
It's also that you can cast it post Blood Moon, so it's a draw that gets you out of it. And there's always the desperate line of please hit something that's relevant.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think I would have gone the other way, but we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, look.
Alright, we have a hand with basics and dorks and ancestral. This is
Well.
looking pretty good. 2 dorks, Deathrite, Birds of Paradise, basic island, basic swamp. Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
Yeah, starting off with Deathrite is always good because there you go.
has to
See you
go
later.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here, was there a green fetch in there?
Well, there's a fetch, right? So it's any
well,
fetch.
well, the green fetch in particular, getting the basic.
Getting
would
a
keep,
forest. Yeah, sure.
If he's got the basic island, just keep his opponent off. Blood Moon being relevant for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I think Dylan's got a pretty heavy creature hand here. I see a Curse Scroll, Bloodghast, another land.
Yeah, here we go. Just the birds go. Not sure if the Thoughtseize came out.
Yeah.
Came out again.
Maybe he took the Thoughtseize out for the seal. Oh no, it was Ashiok, you said.
Yeah, Ashiok. Which I'm not sure was a good call. The Ashiok creates blockers. Specifically in
it just like it doesn't create good blockers because a number of
it creates blockers that will trade.
Guys. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's very efficient. I think Ashiok would have been something I would have kept in. Maybe look at taking out the Trigon Predator.
Yeah, Trigon Predator blocks pretty well though.
Yeah.
And it's another way to get rid of Moon. Just deploying 2 permanents here from Kakawa. A Diagraph Ghoul entering battlefield, tapping a Curse Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
We're
going to see an Ancestral this turn, but he's got so many cards in hand. No,
yeah, I think he's just
just Blood Elf.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, into Leovold.
Yeah,
that's great.
Oh, on the attack.
Exactly what you want to. Well, you're not going to block with Blood Elf, right? It's a 3/2, you know.
Well, I mean, there aren't that many guys with 3 toughness in Dylan's deck. They're mostly 2 power, so it's going to block eventually.
Well, I think that the Leovold is like a pretty reasonable blocker. Like if
you see Spike Test or anything else come down, I'm just thinking that having the 2 blockers up, I think just maintaining the life total, in particular with all the burn and all the pop, price of progress and all those other things, I just want to stabilize as quickly as possible.
I think Brown just thinks he wants to get this match over with pretty quickly, and by being able to get in, the guy.
The speed of the hand shuffle there, he's a bit agitated.
Yeah, look, the Kibler style shuffling happening.
Yeah.
So we have a Pulse, we have an Ancestral,
an Electrolyze.
Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, that's a snap easy trade for Kakawa there.
And Vial Smasher?
Vial Smasher.
And the Pulse.
That's pretty cool. Well, then you can Ancestral in your opponent's turn, get 1 point of damage out of it. It's kind of cute.
Yep.
It's going to be tough to deal with.
12.
Well, it's going to be tough to deal with this girl messenger here.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just thinking now that the tables have turned, life totals with 12 to 17, the Vial Smasher is actually putting a clock on Kakawa.
Yeah, for sure.
He's having pick up, read the card.
And understanding that he's probably going to take a lot of damage from this card in the next,
trying to work out
2-3 turns. Yeah. Oh, here's a Moon in hand.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a meatball.
That's actually going to lock him off more black than. Here we go. We're going to have Blightning into Ancestral. No. Okay.
I think
more guys on the table.
I don't know. I don't like that play that much. I think just like slamming Moon, like you're not going to play Bloodghast after that, but like. Your opponent has 2 basics and a dork. I guess Moon does nothing, right?
There was no attack from the Gerals there. He's looking at the life totals, getting really worried. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Gerals is a quote unquote good blocker in terms of like it comes back, but like
no draw a card from the Leovold when the Gerals landed, was there?
No. I think you mentioned earlier about a miscommunication.
Yeah, I wasn't.
In terms of
this is game 3. It was obviously this game. Yeah.
Miscommunication in terms of target opponent versus each opponent. But Electrolyze.
Tap down the blocker. Yep, that's also 3 damage to the face. Then you've got another 5 to swing with.
Yeah.
That's not looking good. We've
drawing off the Electrolyze, drawing off the Geralfs. Here we see a Charlotte's Agent.
And a Dreadbore. Yeah.
And a Dreadbore. It's pretty good. And a Sylvan Library.
Yes, I believe so.
Man, it's a lot going on.
5 dropping his opponent to 3.
And then Dread borrowing the Jaros for good, yeah.
Yeah, this is looking strongly like it's going to all over.
Yeah.
Lightning and a Blood Moon, no blockers. And Vile Smasher being on the table. Need a removal spell for both creatures. I just don't think it's going to happen.
No.
And
It's kind of awkward draw for Dylan in terms of like how the cards lined up, because he was pretty choked on mana, having all those 3-drops in hand. Like you see 2 3-drops sitting in hand, and
just forced to make unideal plays. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure that the Bloodgust was ideal on the previous turn. It was going in to try and get the damage in, but I was thinking perhaps the 3-drop allows you to then follow it up with Bloodgast at your turn 5.
Yeah, you just get to spend your mana the following turn. But Blinding Self. Yeah. Fair enough. All right, and that's match.
Yeah, Grove in hand, Sylvan Pulse, Sharders. Yeah, that was well and truly for Dylan.
Yeah, we just kind of saw the Yidris deck on display.
There we go. We've got Thoughtseize stayed in the deck.
All right, well there you go. Deed coming in and
Yahinis. Yeah, 2 cards that were largely obvious.
Yeah, the Deed's something proactive you can do against Blood Moon. Yeah, see Electrickery here.
And he's forgotten the Seal of Primordium.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yeah. There's not much else I'd want to bring in.
No, not really. Like you mentioned, Chaos Warp. Oh, Gutshot from Dillian.
Oh, there we go.
That was the other
Gutshot, Magus, and Blood Moon. You were talking about Gutshot before, that you thought it was an interesting sideboard choice, and when would you need it?
Yeah, look, it just seems like, especially in this matchup, your life total is already under a fair bit of pressure.
I would also think that you just don't want to have the extra card.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you don't want to lose a card to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us again on CBR MTG. We'll have more finals action from the top 8 coming up. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.